Hello everyone, and welcome back to Norland, and our World of War series on the channel. And in the last episode, we dealt with a religious revolt, and as well some ragged people actually attacked us as well. And we've just been having some serious issues. We got a bunch of our buildings burnt down and things like that. However, the silver lining here is that we now have Luchavoy, and he's actually pretty solid. He's pretty good at basically everything. His intelligence could be a little bit better, but we will improve that in time. And the plan is to actually turn him into a lord and make him our future heir. We also have Dana here, and in time, we will probably try to turn her into a Varn by having her educated by Luchavoy. Hopefully that will work out as well. So anyways, what we're basically going to do, we're going to try to get our library rebuilt, we're going to try to get the builders camp rebuilt, and after that we're going to try to repair all these buildings. Hopefully we don't have that little bit of a bug that caused all of our workers to or all of our builders to stop working. Hopefully they will actually rebuild this stuff without having to demolish it. But other than that, we're just kind of waiting. Our warriors are not in a good mood right now. Hopefully they can sleep and things like that and get rested up for this attack that's coming from Belgrade that's going to attack our village. We need them to be relatively rested after the fights they've already sustained. Otherwise, they will probably not do too well at Hawkhurst. So we're going to wait a couple of hours here, and then hopefully we can send everybody off to defend that village. Now here we are at the trader, and we don't have a whole lot that we can really sell, but we will get rid of these daggers at least, and I would like to make some money off of our rings, but it's just not going to be worth enough at the moment. And the only other thing that I really want to get is some weapons, because we are rather low on weapons at this point. But unfortunately, all we can really buy is these maces right now, which is not the best. In fact, with the issues that we keep having with weapons, it may really be high time to start producing our own, but we just don't really have the production for this at this point. We lost a bunch of peasants as well during all those fights, I guess. So the only thing I can think of right now is to just kind of wait things out and try to get more knowledge and stuff learned. So what we're gonna do, I think, these guys all actually are pretty decent. Okay, maybe we'll just sell these guys. Yeah, I think we're just gonna sell most of these, and we'll probably turn him into a warrior. Let's turn him into a warrior. And let's see, how's everybody's mood now? We're actually still losing. Yeah, we're still getting desertion as well. It's very, very not good. 12 hours? Okay, I'll give this a couple more hours and then we'll go ahead and send our defense. Okay, so we did get the minstrel, and he is actually capable of creating us some loyalists. I think that's what we're going to spend the money on. Yeah, we don't want fanatics. Positive thought might actually be good just to get those warriors not so unhappy, but we're going to go, I think we're going to go for the loyalists. Okay, now, unfortunately, I don't think we can afford to wait any more time. Unfortunately, our warriors are still quite upset, but if we wait any longer, I think that they will actually make it to Hawkhurst before us. So it is time. We're just going to have to start our army, and we're going to go with Luchavoy, so we can actually develop him more as a commander, and we will send just everybody that we can here, and hopefully it'll be enough. And we'll go ahead and give our armors to everybody, all of our shields, and we're going to have to go with quite a bit of bows here too, which I also do not really like, but it is what we're going to have to do. So hopefully we can even survive this. If not, then, well, we tried at least. But they have a pretty strong combat skill and everything. They're also pretty happy. There isn't a lot of them. That is the main thing that's given us a chance here. Okay, as you can see here, it looks like we're just going to end up making it in time. Actually, we ended up getting a couple of extra weapons somehow, somewhere, but we wouldn't have been able to get this army here in time if I had edited the squad and everything, which you're able to do now. But we'll just get over here, and hopefully we can defend it. It's going to be pretty difficult, I think, but we do have a couple of decent warriors at least, so hopefully we can at least survive this. So here we are now, and it looks like the balance of power is actually quite in our favor. Quite a lot more than I was expecting. So we're just going to wait here, and we will protect the archers, and we'll also hit stay in the back. And Bina instantly goes down, which absolutely helps a lot. Untick stay in the back. And we don't even really need to worry about this at this point. I didn't realize that their people would actually end up being so weak. I guess they didn't all have very strong armor. Well, we repelled the attack, and that should weaken Belgrade a little bit. They actually have reinforcements here now. Imagine if they had sent a bigger army. Either way, I guess that is dealt with now. We could actually, on the way home, maybe attack this bandit camp. 35%, okay. We'll get home first and then let everybody rest, and we'll take care of that a little bit later. Okay, so what I've done is I've moved everything over to Luchevoy. He is now our main manager, and that's because Ratibor is just too old. He is moving so slowly, he can't keep up, even though his management skill is quite good. He just can't keep up with all the things he needs to do. So Luchevoy will now be taking over for him. Now we do have the library finally rebuilt, so we're going to go ahead and start learning again, and we'll put Patara, I suppose. Actually, maybe, yeah, we'll put Patara on the recruits. We can't do the loyalty basics. Nobody can learn that at the moment, so I guess we will get the weapon forge set up. We don't really need the scaffolding yet, but we will set everything up to auto learn. Okay, it seems that the bishop is going to start another fanatics uprising. I don't know what to do about this. It seems like it's going to keep happening. We could try to like duel him or something, and then maybe it would kick him out if he died. We could also just reward him, and that might make him happier, but I think since he's already, I think we did this last time, and since he is already trying to start a rebellion, I guess he's just going to. Luckily, this time he only has 20% army loyalty. All we can really do, I think, is just make everybody happier by getting these buildings done a lot sooner. Once that is done, I think everybody will be a lot happier. I did untick the build first on these houses, just so that these burnt down ones would get finished a little bit sooner. We're going to go ahead and just set all these back up to building first. Okay, so now that that is done, we also have a village defense again, and it is Belgrade again. Luckily, they are just not that powerful, so I don't think this should be too big of an issue. But I think we're going to really need to start getting a lot more warriors somehow. I don't know if we will just buy them from the trader, but I don't want to keep paying for these mercenaries. The time moves so fast, and they are very, very expensive. It used to be that you could really make a solid army out of just mercenaries, but it's not really the best decision anymore, I don't think. At least maybe until the later game. Now, I am making a nice little road here just through the houses and things like that. Should have done this before, but I do want to increase our efficiency just a little bit. The more efficient things are, I think is going to be better for us, and we finally have a little bit of spare cash on us, so we'll go ahead and take care of those. Maybe even, we'll wait until they're built, but maybe even do some across there. And the next thing, we are trying to improve Luchevoy's relationship with Ratibor. It's actually pretty good now, just from spending time. And once we can finally get them liking each other, we can finally give Luchevoy an actual title. I think they need, oh, they literally just need +1 more. I would have them do a flesh wolf hunt. However, Ratibor might die during that, so we'll just go ahead and wait for them to spend time together once again. Okay, so Belgrade has sent their army to attack another village of ours. It's only 7 of them, so I think we should be good again. They are very, very happy, though. They're a very well taken care of army, so that might be a little bit of a problem, but most of them just have spears, so we should be okay. We'll just get that army together when it is a little closer. Now, as you can see, we are finally getting some pretty good progress on all of these houses, which is very nice to see. We're going to go ahead and start upgrading some of these as well. We'll go ahead and tick these to build first, and just upgrade pretty much all of them. Okay, now they're all being upgraded, all being set to building first, but just on these level 1s. And we also have Sakura now. As you can see, she is another Varn. I think we're going to go ahead and hire her now. And she is going to be somewhat expensive, but nothing too crazy. 600 gold. We can make that work. Okay, unfortunately, Patara is now going through madness. I actually think I probably shouldn't have put him into our family, because he is just... Mainly, it's that him and Perellis do not like each other, and this is making them both upset, I think. I guess not him so much anymore, but yeah, so that's kind of an issue. We may just have to try to get rid of him somehow. I'm not even sure how we would do that at this point. We could, I guess, revoke his title. We could actually just do that. We don't really need him anymore. So let's go ahead and just do that, and we'll go ahead and use... Luchavoy can go ahead and go hire Sakura instead. So it'll be 700 gold, but that's okay. Okay, and now here we are at the trader, and we can sell a little bit of medical salves. We can sell a dagger. We can sell some of these holy rings as well. Actually, we can sell pretty much almost all of them, finally. And that'll get us a little bit of money back. We are still spending a lot of money on our taxes, which is super unfortunate, but it is something that we just kind of have to, as I say, we just kind of have to deal with it. Now, there's nothing really here that I think that we're going to need. I guess I can look at the rest of these. I think we actually need the fertilize correctly again. I think we lost that. And we do need the training ground. We lost this as well. We'll pick that up, and we'll pick up the fertilize correctly. And I think the rest of this is okay. I wouldn't mind getting palisades at some point, but as you can see, we have used a lot of our stockpile of wood, rebuilding everything. So I don't really want to spend on anything that we don't really need at this point. So we're going to go ahead, see how we're doing. It looks like everybody still has to finish what they're learning, but we'll put Sakura on fertilize correctly. And this is going to be good for us having her as well, because she can actually just marry Luchavoy when the time comes. But we need to make her relationship and Luchavoy's relationship better with Radibor first. Okay, so revoking his title actually apparently kept him in the family. So he has no title, but we can go ahead and determine his fate. We could make him a free lord again. We could turn him into a knight, or we could grant him a title again. I think we actually may want to bring him as a knight, because then he will just be a regular knight. I don't think he will go into a lord home anymore, and I think he can still be used in combat, of course. Of course he can be that. So we'll actually just go ahead and try this and see how it actually goes. Maybe it will make him a little bit less depressed. I'm not really too sure, though. We'll just have to see how it works out. Okay, now I did totally forget about Emberfall here, and they have already made it, so hopefully we can actually make it here in time. I don't know if we're going to be able to, but we'll send Luchavoy, we'll send all of our best warriors. Unfortunately, we can't send Patara right now either, because he is not actually a knight yet. But hopefully we can just make it here in time. I don't know if we're going to be able to. Let's go ahead, send our help. And hopefully it just doesn't get auto-resolved too quickly. Okay, now this actually worked really quickly with Sakura. I think it might be because she has a very strong persuasion skill. But we're going to go ahead and grant her a title now. I really wish we hadn't granted that one to Patara, because it costed us a lot of money, and now it just wasn't necessary. But either way, he can go ahead and grant a title now to Sakura. What happened here? You have chosen not to attack bandits and their camper. Okay, yes, that's fine. It looks like we might make it here in time. I'm just not sure if this is going to be enough of an army to actually do anything. Let's see how they're looking. Still pretty happy. Still a pretty strong combat skill for them. But either way, we have Sakura now on our actual family here. It doesn't seem that she is the... It doesn't seem that she's the heir. We might want to just designate her as the heir. Yes, we'll go ahead and do that for now. I actually think she's very persuasive. That might be an interesting queen to have. I don't know if we'll choose her or Luchavoy, though. But either way, we are now ready for this battle. And it looks like we should be able to win it. Even if just barely. 14 in total. We'll go ahead and hit stay in the back. Protect the archers as well. And just wait for them to make their way to us. Alright, and we can tick off stay in the back as soon as the actual battle starts. Oh, and it looks like the ruler of Belgrade has died. We killed him. We killed Markward. That's perfect. Why do they keep sending such weak forces at us with like some very good commanders? I don't know why they keep doing that. But because of that, they just lost their ruler. We should not have to deal with their annoyances anymore. Very happy about that. So I think that is where we are probably going to call it. Sakura is now our heir. Luchavoy is having more issues becoming on good terms with Radibor, unfortunately. Not much I can really actually do about that. But we're going to go ahead and make Patara our knight. And then at least we don't have to deal with Belgrade anymore. We may actually, with Belgrade out of the picture, we may be able to start building up our population again and being able to get out of this kingdom of Paris. And that would be very good because then they'll just have to deal with Budapest and we should be able to survive on our own. But that might take a couple more episodes. But either way, that's going to be it for this episode. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.